Hey, it's Storyworthy. Today on the show, the very talented voiceover actress Laurie Fraser talks about her narcissistic father.
My dad is the consummate narcissist. And if you've ever been with one, they are fantastic. It's the most fun ride because they live in the moment. And if you are sharing their moment, then there is no better place to be. Just don't leave to go to the bathroom because they may forget that you're there and leave without you.
Today on the show, the very talented Laurie Fraser talks about her narcissistic father. Stay close.
Hey, it's Lauri Fraser, and you're listening to Storyworthy.
Welcome to Storyworthy. My name is Christine Blackburn, and I'm coming to you from Los Angeles, California. Whether you're a longtime fan of the show of over 12 years or a new fan, welcome to Storyworthy. Now, I hope you guys enjoyed the show last week with comedian Theo Von. Theo is a remarkable comedian. He's super hot right now, and he shares the funniest story about killing squirrels with his father. That's right. He and his father, by accident, killed a bunch of squirrels. So go back, you guys. Listen to Theo Von, but not today. Today, stick with me because today's story is honestly one of my very favorite stories over the last 12 years. Laurie Fraser is so talented, a multi-talented voiceover artist and a comedian. And today's story is about her narcissistic father. I know you're going to love it. And I wanted to remind you guys that I am bringing back these stories because they are definitely story-worthy. And I'm spending more time on my other show, My Life in 3 Songs. My Life in 3 Songs is a podcast where I talk to comedians about the 3 songs in their life that have impacted them. Not necessarily their favorite songs, but songs that really paint a picture of the person and where they're from. So please check that out, you guys, on Spotify, and it's totally free. All right, you guys, wherever you are, put your hands together for Laurie Fraser.
It's not wrong for my dad to tell me about the woman that comes into his room and wants to have sex with him morning, noon, and night. It's not wrong for him to tell how she reached into his pants, got him excited, and then said, "You'll do." It's not wrong that his assisted living home has turned into planet porn, but telling me, his daughter, about it, well, that's just wrong. Yes, she reached into my pants. Those are the words that came out of my dad's mouth. He's 87. Yep, she wants to have sex with me all day long. I told her I'm 87. I'd like to make it to 88. I have never heard my dad utter a cuss word, let alone anything sexual. There's 3 of us kids, and I swear it was the Immaculate Conception that put us on the planet. No talk of sex growing up. Oh, they were a handsome couple and looked sexy enough. The thing is, he put my sexy mother on a pedestal, but I don't think he ever went up to visit. Catch my drift? I used to tell her if she had an affair, I'd drive her to the hotel. Now, suddenly, out of nowhere, I'm turning 50 shades of red as I drive my father, the Don Juan of assisted living, to Marina del Rey for some fresh air. I want to eject myself right out of the sunroof. When I question him about the woman, he changes the subject. Who are you? Laurie. Who are you taking? Hugo. Where are you taking him? The Marina and Taco Bell. We go there a lot. We go to the harbor by the jetty. It's alive. The people, the boats, the planes taken off, the ocean, the dogs, alive, with life. Unlike the assisted living place that my dad calls home, where death lurks, disguised as a hot meal or chair exercises with Vicky. Where everything's the same. The salutations. Hi, Hugo. How are you today? Are you fantastic? Fantastic. One of his most used words. Same. So we go to the same marina where we park in pretty much the same spot. And then everything changes. The view is different. The current's different. The dogs and the people are different. And my dad is the same and yet different. He tells me the same stories with the same intonations and usually laughs in the same spots, but it's new to him. He's so happy to be out. He's so happy to be telling me the same stories as we both look out at the active harbor. I'm almost a silent partner in my dad's life. I participate, but only as a gesture. I wish it was more, and yet it's okay how it is. My dad is the consummate narcissist. And if you've ever been with one, they are fantastic. It's the most fun ride because they live in the moment. And if you are sharing their moment, then there is no better place to be. Just don't leave to go to the bathroom because they may forget that you're there and leave without you. Once when I was little, we went to the Pomona Fair and he lost me in the first 10 minutes. Luckily, he found me at the end of the day and I had forgotten I was scared because we went and got pizza afterwards. And he told me stories about his wonderful day at the fair and the amazing people that he met. He always had stories about amazing people. Wow, look at that boat, Dad. I used to have a boat, says the narcissist. And then he goes into one of his boat stories. It was a Sloop 6, a racing sailboat till I gave it to the Sea Scouts. And, hey, Dad, were you ever in the service? Yes, I was in the Navy. And he goes into one of his Navy stories. We drive past the billboard with the guy in the tuxedo. I used to have a tuxedo. Yeah? Yes, I was on a cruise ship and I was standing in the dining room and a woman saw me in my magnificent tuxedo. She waved for me to come over to her. I thought she must want me. So I went over to her and she said, "Waiter, can we have some more rolls, please?" So what'd you do? I got her some more rolls. They're pretty good. So I put a couple in my pocket for myself. Sometimes I start a favorite song and he chimes in. My part. Oh, his part. It ain't gonna rain no more, no more. It ain't gonna rain no more. So how in the heck can I wash my neck if it ain't gonna rain no more? My part. Oh, his part. The rich man rides the automobile. The poor man rides the train. The hobo walks the railroad track. But they get there just the same. Oh. I take him back to his place. I sign him in. They keep a log. Name, Laurie. Who are you taking? Hugo. Where are you taking him? Strip club and Taco Bell. He loves Taco Bell. He was a health fanatic for most of the years of my life, but he fell and he hit his head about 9 years ago. So was it the hit on the head? Or maybe a hairline stroke that none of us caught? Maybe a bit of dementia? Whatever it was, he's missing a few marbles. I want to be missing the same ones when I get to be his age. So one day, he started loving junk food. Still a vegetarian of 60 years, but he loves his Taco Bell tostada. So I pick him up the other day to go for a walk. Every time I go in there, I get sad, you know? The place reeks of old people wearing out their skin and what's left of their wit and wisdom, and I don't want him to be one of them. My mom died in there. He'll rot in there if someone doesn't take him out. Name, Laurie. Who are you taking? Hugo. Where are you going? Bungee jumping and Taco Bell. I have to get past some of the characters sitting in the lobby. They're the ones that, for the most part, still have their minds. Oh, hello, dear. Are you going out? Oh, my God. Look at that hair. Just like his. Help me. Help me. Please, help me. Oh, don't mind her. Do they have coffee ice cream where you're going? My dad thinks this place is wonderful. I'm happy for him. I'm about to explode. He looks at me and says, "You look fantastic." I almost faint. Compliments were very rare for my critical dad. Yours is gorgeous, 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 gorgeous. Like a parrot, he starts to go off. And I see he's looking at his reflection in the window. And I realize he's not even talking to me. He's just talking to hear himself talk. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Like a narcissistic parrot. He knows I'm there. And he probably loves me. But it's still all about him. I have to chuckle to myself on the inside, you know? Sometimes watching him is like watching a character in a movie. But it's not. And he's not. He's my dad. So he's a narcissist. He's genuine. And at this point, he could be a real shit to be around. But he's not. Who are you taking? Hugo. Where? Skydiving and Taco Bell. The latest is that he's become a little frisky with the women at the home. That's what the manager tells me. She asks if I could perhaps get him some medication to take care of the problem. What are you, high? You think I'm going to give my dad something to squelch his virility when at 87 years old he still has it? So my dad's gotten a little frisky lately. She says some of the women were complaining. Oh, really? Please. They're probably complaining because he didn't choose them. My dad's one of the only guys in this joint that still has his hair, doesn't have a gut, and has a great disposition. I mean, the guy's always happy. And now I know why. There's a woman reaching her hands down his pants on a daily basis. Maybe they're not telling the truth. Well, she said, when I called him into the office to talk about it, he tried to put his hand up my skirt. The latest is that he's getting married. She's the richest woman in the Northern Hemisphere. Wow, Northern Hemisphere, eh? That's a lot bigger than Westwood. Yeah, she makes $10 million and I make $2 million, so we won't starve. That's another thing. He thinks he's rich. He tells everyone, I have so much money I won't live long enough to spend it. So he's created this full-on life that makes him perfectly happy. And that's why everything is wonderful and marvelous and fantastic. It's the fantasy life that he really always wanted, that every man wants, really. That's what 92-year-old June told me when I shared this story with her right after she wet her pants laughing. She's sending for me. Oh, so her chauffeur will be coming to get you? Yes. Well, you better write me a note. What? Well, if you leave, you better write me a note so I know where you're going, so I know where to bring your new socks and toothpaste and the goodies that I get for you. Oh, she has a huge staff. I won't have to worry about a thing. She just wants to have sex with me morning, noon, and night. What's her name? I don't know. You don't know her name? What's in a name? She's the richest woman in the Northern Hemisphere. Who are you? Who are you taking? Where are you going? Big game hunting in Taco Bell. Did they even check the log? Quick, Dad, get in the car before you get any more death dust on you. Is that Mother's car? Yep. What'd you do, steal it? Yep. I figured she won't need it. Yes, she's in heaven waiting for me. Yeah, well, don't get any wild ideas. I'm not going for another 10 years. You know, taking my dad out today did cramp my style. I had to sacrifice some of my very important day. And you know what? It was worth it. Even though he isn't all there some of the time, I'm here. An hour and a half with my dad is worth the years that I didn't have with him. Years thanks to the late 60s, 70s, and part of the 80s when I wasn't all here.
Was that funny or what? She is so clever and such a good writer, and I just adore Laurie Fraser. So thank you again for listening to her story. And please don't forget to check out my Life in 3 Songs over there on Spotify. It's totally free. I talk to comedians about the songs in their life that have impacted them, and it is so good. I can't even tell you. It's a great show. Get over there and check it out. My Life in 3 Songs. All right, you guys, one more time on behalf of the very talented Laurie Fraser, my name is Christine Blackburn saying, make it a story-worthy week.
Thanks for joining us on the Storyworthy Podcast. We'll be back next week with all new stories. Subscribe to Storyworthy on iTunes and visit the Storyworthy website at storyworthypodcast.com.